Hi guys, thanks for stopping by. Do not adjust your TV sets. Yes, I have dyed my hair. There is a video that I'm going to put up after this that will still have my old hair, so don't freak out. I just needed to put this Topic Tuesday video up first, so don't get scared by the change in hair color. I pre-recorded that video a couple weeks ago, so but it's taken me a while to do the swatches on it, so you will see one more pre-hair dye, so just a heads up. So today I am going to be recording my Topic Tuesday video for you guys, and this week we are discussing when and where and why, the who, what, when, where, why of how your nail polish obsession began. And for me, I feel like I don't really know exactly where it kind of came from. So I feel like my collection obsession started around 2012, which is right around when I moved here to Texas. So prior to that, when I was living back in Florida, I always had nail polish as a kid, but it was never really something that I was really like obsessed with. I always just had, you know, a couple colors. I would paint my nails here and there. But as a kid, I bit my nails and picked my cuticles, and I was very rough with my hands. So I never painted my nails just because I was always, you know, I never really had nice nails. They were always all jagged and gross looking just because I was a stress, you know, I bit them, and then I also like stress picked at them, so they just weren't nice nails. And I remember every once in a while my mom would let me get my nails done for like proms and homecomings and stuff like that, but for the most part I never was really like a nail painter. But I did have, you know, like as any, you know, young woman would have, I probably had, you know, like a couple colors, but I was never really you know, concerned with brands and stuff like that. I just kind of would be randomly at the drugstore and would just, you know, grab whatever color, you know, I thought looked pretty. And so I would say around 2010, I got into purchasing, you know, I got kind of into like veganism and cruelty-free products, and so I got rid of all of my nail polishes because for the most part, like I said, I didn't really care about brands and stuff like that, so a lot of the nail polish that I did have kind of got, you know, swiped and taken away with that whole period of me getting rid of all of my, you know, animal tested products and stuff like that. So around 2010, I think I got rid of all of my nail polish, and for a really long time I had no nail polish. Just because I couldn't really find any that A, didn't have a lot of chemicals and weren't really like, you know, gross, and also ones that weren't animal tested. So I think around 2010, I did start, or, you know, 2011, 2012, I did find some nail polish brands that were kind of cruelty-free, but also ones that were a little less chemically, and those were just really weird, and I really never got used to them. There were some that were like peel-off nail polishes that kind of felt like glue. I can't remember the brands, but there was like one or two that I tried and they just weren't good. I know one was like a peel-off where it was like you painted it. It was like water-based, I think, and you know, you painted it on and it just felt like, you know, Elmer's glue on your nail, and you just peel it right off. I think there was one other one, but I can't recall what it was. But so yeah, I had no luck, you know, with nail polishes for a long time that I could find that were cruelty-free or less chemically. And then I want to say probably around 2011, yeah, probably around 2011, a friend of mine had given me one of the nail polishes in her Birchbox, I think it was at the time. Was it Birchbox? I want to say it was Birchbox. And it was a Zoya polish, and she gave it to me because she didn't like the color of it. So I tried it and I liked it. Learned a little bit more about Zoya polishes, found out that they were, I want to say like 5 free at the time, maybe 5, 7 free, something like that. And I started learning more about the brand, and I realized that they were, you know, a little bit of a better nail polish brand. So I was a little intrigued, but still at that point I wasn't really that excited about nail polish. I wasn't wearing it that much. And so once I moved out here to Texas, I don't know where the obsession began, but I remember wanting to buy the 2013 fall collection from Zoya, and it was a really nice collection of Hunter was in there, which is like a hunter green. Louise was in there, which is a really nice dark brown. I believe Flynn was in there, which is a really nice camel kind of tan color. And there were some other ones in there that are kind of quintessential Zoya polishes. Nev was in there. Trying to think of some other ones. Mary Louisa, which was like a gold topper polish. I mean, that was a really like standout collection. And for some reason, I just really wanted like almost all of those polishes. And I remember going to Ulta and picking up, you know, I think I picked up at the time like 3 or 4 out of that collection. And just from there, I don't know what happened. It was just kind of, I wanted to buy every single, and it's never been like, my collection has never been where I just want to have every single polish, but I've always had this inner desire to have every single color under the rainbow. So it was always just like, you know, if I wanted, you know, I don't wear reds or pinks that often, but what if I want to wear a red? What if I want to wear this color pink? If I don't have it in my collection, like I get not nervous, but I just have this weird sensation of like, what if one day I have a color I don't, you know, what if I want to wear a color I don't have? And so that's always been kind of like my driver when it comes to purchasing nail polish. It's always like, I just want to have every color under the rainbow. And so I don't really know where that came from, how it kind of began, but I do remember that kind of being the starter, was seeing that collection from Zoya, and from there, you know, learning about Zoya and getting to try those nail polishes and just realizing what a great brand they were. And so I kind of just started collecting as many Zoyas as possible. And from there, you know, we've kind of grown to where we are now, which is a good, my collection is probably a good 80% Zoya, with a couple other random mainstreams thrown in, and a good majority of indies that I've collected in the last like little less than a year. Well, probably about a year now, I'd say. So that is my nail polish obsession story. Yeah, it's interesting how it kind of began, because I can't really pinpoint, you know, exactly why I decided to start collecting polishes, but I know kind of like when and where, but I can't really mentally think of exactly like what flipped, because like I said, I was never really a nail polish collector, or even liked nail polish, so I don't really know what, you know, what switch was set off in my brain to make me want to start collecting polish. But that is my nail polish story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I would love to hear yours as well. So if you are on social media, be sure to hashtag Topic Tuesday. I think it's TOPICTUES. And I would love to read more of your stories and how all your nail polish obsessions began, because I think it's really interesting how people kind of dive into the world of nail polish. So I thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day. Bye.